Post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, is a mental health condition that can occur after someone has experienced or witnessed a traumatic event. It is a natural response to a traumatic experience, but for some individuals, the symptoms persist long after the event has passed, leading to PTSD. Symptoms of PTSD. Symptoms of PTSD can be grouped into 4 categories. 1. Intrusive memories. Recurrent, involuntary memories of the traumatic event. Flashbacks, where the person feels as if they are reliving the traumatic event. Nightmares related to the traumatic experience. Intense emotional or physical reactions when reminded of the event. 2. Avoidance. Avoiding thoughts, feelings, or conversations related to the traumatic event. Steering clear of places, people, or activities that remind them of the trauma. Emotional numbness or detachment from others. 3. Negative changes in thoughts and mood. Persistent negative thoughts about oneself or others. I am bad. I can't trust anyone. Feelings of guilt, shame, or blame. Difficulty experiencing positive emotions, like happiness or love. Feeling disconnected or estranged from others. Difficulty remembering aspects of the trauma or negative changes in memory. 4. Altered arousal and reactivity. Irritability, anger outbursts, or aggressive behavior. Hypervigilance, being overly alert or easily startled. Difficulty concentrating. Sleep disturbances, difficulty falling or staying asleep, or restless sleep. Causes of PTSD. PTSD can result from a variety of traumatic experiences, including 1. Combat or military service. 2. Physical or sexual assault. 3. Childhood abuse or neglect. 4. Natural disasters, earthquakes, hurricanes, etc. 5. Accidents, car crashes, plane crashes, etc. 6. Witnessing violence or death. 7. Sudden loss of a loved one, e.g., through an accident, murder, or suicide. Risk factors. While anyone can develop PTSD after a traumatic event, certain factors may increase the risk. 1. Intensity and duration of the trauma. 2. Previous trauma or history of mental health issues, e.g., depression or anxiety. 3. Lack of social support or difficulty coping with emotions. 4. Genetics. A family history of PTSD or mental health conditions may increase vulnerability. 5. Severity of the trauma. The more severe the traumatic event, e.g., being physically injured or witnessing death, the higher the risk. Diagnosis. A diagnosis of PTSD is made by a mental health professional, typically using 1. Interviews. A clinician will ask about the person's history and symptoms. 2. Diagnostic criteria. Based on the DSM-5, Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, symptoms must be present for more than a month and cause significant distress or impairment in daily life. Treatment. PTSD is treatable, and many individuals recover or manage their symptoms with the right approach. Common treatments include 1. Psychotherapy, talk therapy. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. a common therapy for PTSD that focuses on changing negative thought patterns related to the trauma and helping people reframe how they respond to stress. Prolonged exposure therapy. This type of CBT helps individuals gradually face memories and situations that trigger anxiety or fear, helping them learn that these triggers are not dangerous. Eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, EMDR, a therapeutic technique that involves processing traumatic memories through guided eye movements or other forms of bilateral stimulation. Two, medications. Antidepressants. SSRIs, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, such as sertraline, Zoloft, or paroxetine, Paxil, are often prescribed to help manage symptoms of depression and anxiety. Anti-anxiety medications. These can help relieve short-term anxiety symptoms. Prazosin, sometimes used to help with sleep problems and nightmares. 3. Support groups. Group therapy or peer support groups provide a space to share experiences with others who have gone through similar traumas, which can reduce feelings of isolation. 4. Lifestyle and coping strategies. Mindfulness and meditation practices can help people remain grounded and present, reducing the emotional impact of traumatic memories. Physical exercise is beneficial for reducing stress, improving mood, and helping with sleep. Social support. Leaning on family, friends, or support groups can be important for healing. Challenges in recovery. 1. Recovery from PTSD is often a gradual process. 1. Not everyone responds to treatment in the same way, and symptoms may fluctuate over time. 2. Many individuals with PTSD also struggle with substance use, depression, or other mental health conditions, which can complicate treatment. 3. It's important to address both the trauma and any co-occurring mental health issues in therapy. When to seek help. If you or someone you know is experiencing symptoms of PTSD, seeking professional help early is important. A mental health professional can provide support, guidance, and tailored treatment. If left untreated, PTSD can have long-term impacts on a person's physical and emotional well-being. If you're feeling unsafe or having thoughts of self-harm, reach out for immediate support from a mental health professional, a trusted person in your life, or a crisis hotline.